Mic check 1 2.
She was supposed to say mic check 1 2 1 2. Doing free ones.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
She finally got it right. Good job.
Hey, Flourishers. Welcome back to my channel. Before I start, I would like to let y'all know to go ahead and subscribe, comment, and like it. But we really need you to comment because we want to have some conversations with you all, okay? So today you see I have a guest, all right? My homegirl, she here. Such a blessing. Just found out that she was not feeling well or whatever, but she still came out to serve the cause, come out and serve the purpose. So I am so grateful for you for coming out, okay?
Welcome.
Yeah. So we just gonna come on here and we gonna chop it up with y'all. We gonna have some fun. We gonna be, naked before y'all. We gonna talk about some things. We just gonna clear the air here. So before I start, with introducing her, she don't know this, but I was telling everybody. I called her and I said, "Girl, you want to be a guest on my channel?" And y'all, let me tell you, this is the kind of friend you need. You need a friend that makes you feel like you are a celebrity. This girl was like, yeah, all that. She was cheering me on. I was telling somebody, I was like, she act like I am a celebrity interviewer or something. Like my channel, but you need a friend that's going to speak life into you. You need a friend that's going to support you, through the good, the bad, and the ugly. And she is that friend. She has always been that friend. We've been knowing each other for years. I can't even count how long, how long it's been. Yes. Like, yeah, we've been knowing each other. We, met at church or whatever. And we just have grown individually. We have grown together. And I just can't wait to see, what God does, in her life, as well as continue to bless us as friends. So, with all that being said, let me introduce my friend. LaQuisha Chester is an entrepreneur in education. She runs a girls mentoring group and a lover giver of people, those around her. She is originally from Anderson, South Carolina, but resides in Columbia, South Carolina after graduating from the University of South Carolina. In her spare time, she loves everything health, fitness, traveling, shopping, working with future educators, supporting the youth, being with family, friends, and sitting in her house minding her business. That's her. Leave it to her. She'll say something like that. Um, but yes, I read this. But we would like for you to tell the viewers who is Quisha. Like, who would you say Quisha is?
Well, I don't know if you want Quisha or LaQuisha or Q.
We
It
want it all.
depends.
Hey, we
It
want it
depends on the
all.
mood. It depends on the mood, the person, the day, the time.
So who Quisha today?
Well, Quisha daytime. But she good though. I don't know. Like if I had to say somebody asked me who is Quisha, the first thing they're gonna say is look at this giver ever.
Yeah.
I give. I don't care if it's the babies. I don't care if it's grown up. I don't care if it's old people.
Mm-hmm.
My dog, whoever it is. I got a heart to give, and
Yeah.
that's one thing I consider God bless me with is to be a giver. Whether
Yes.
I had money, I didn't have no money.
Mm-hmm.
I gave. Whether it was time, whether that was a phone call, whether that was financial. I think that's cliche. I'm the giver, and I'm somebody that you can always count on.
Yeah.
Whether we talk every day or we don't talk every day, if you call me, I'm coming running.
Yeah.
That's it. So that's Keisha.
Yes.
The giver, the lover,
She is, as you
all
see,
that above.
she out here. Like I said, she said she don't feel good, but she out here still serving the cause, and we thank her for that. So we're gonna do a little icebreaker.
Okay.
Okay. So I have a question for you. What does the word flourish means to you?
Good one. Flourish. Hey, that's so funny. Let me go back. Flourish means when something starts from a bud and it comes
Mm-hmm.
alive.
Yeah.
And what's so funny is that it's not like flowers. I
Really?
didn't. Everyone's like, oh my God. I remember when I was dating people, and they're like, oh, I'm going to buy you some flowers and they're so pretty. I'm just like, I don't want flowers. But the reason why I didn't want flowers was because I appreciated things that were living. And they
That's
were so
good.
beautiful. I
That's
never wanted
good.
them to die. So like how this beautiful arrangement is like it's flourishing, it's beautiful, and why one day I have to see it die. And so
Yeah,
I never
that's
wanted
good.
flowers because I never wanted to die.
That's
I
good.
wanted to stay flourished the way it was. So flourish means like I just said, when it's a bud and it comes up to do something beautiful and it flourishes to something that's gorgeous, and I just don't want it to die.
Girl, that's good. That's good. I was telling people that, Flourish, she came to me a long time ago, long, long time ago. However, God showed me the reason why He said flourish she because we're forever growing. You know what I mean? I tell people all the time that I am a forever student. When I stop learning, then I must gonna be stop breathing because we can't ever think we arrived. A lot of people think they arrived, but no. Like you should forever be a student. You don't know everything just because you never heard of it doesn't mean that it didn't happen. You know what I mean? So that's beautiful. Okay, so what you guys don't know, when I called her up and talked about her being on today, I said, honey, I'm going to let you name your episode. Okay? And so she excited because see, what people don't know about Quisha too is she can get a little bossy. Okay, so you got to let her be in her little lane. But what I could appreciate about her is that she don't mind anybody telling her something. Like if we be like, okay, Queese, you need to sit down somewhere. She'll take it. You got some of them friends that don't adhere to constructive criticism or things like that. But she's never been that person. So that's why I always, that's another thing that I love about her. So my question is, why did you choose the title? Her title of this episode is going to be called Losing the Weight but Not Yourself. So why did you choose that for this episode?
First of all, you had me doing 1,000 titles in my head. I wrote down 1,000 of them, scratched it off. Don't like that one. Scratch it off. That sounds too realistic. Scratch it
Mm-hmm.
off. And the other part of me is that I'm a realist, and
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
so part of being a realist, which is me, I can't help but tell you the truth. It's like fire burning in my chest. I have
Yes.
to say it.
Yeah.
And so I called it that because yes, you can lose the weight, but then in the midst of losing the weight, you can also lose your own self,
That's
and
true.
that's your own inner self. And that's when you lose yourself, like it's like you lose purpose of why you lost the weight or the purpose
Mm-hmm.
of even being here.
Yeah.
So it's important for you to lose the weight, but don't lose yourself too.
That's true.
So I think a lot of us tend to do that. So I was like, you know what, that was me, and that's part of my journey. Like it was parts of my journey where I lost the weight, but then I lost myself. And I never went back that space where I lost myself. Wow, I was losing it. It all goes together.
Yeah. I agree. So basically, I asked her to come on because she is definitely an inspiration when it comes to weight loss and things of that nature. As you all, know if you follow me on social media, you know that I am in the process of losing weight.
And she looked good too.
Bless the Lord, bless the Lord,
Get a
yeah.
girl.
And she has always been, all these years, she's always been that person for me that encouraged me, that supports me, even when I didn't per se make my goal. Um, when I got to my goal, because I set small goals for myself. So when I got to one of the biggest goals that I set, I had to call her and leave a message because, like I say, as women, we tend to be kind of catty. We tend to not, support each other when we're going through different journeys. We tend to be very judgmental about things. um, or we'll act and put a face on like we do support, but we really don't. But that's not her. Um, Even when I failed, she always say, "Well, you got an opportunity to get back up and do it again." And it's been years, y'all. I've been in this battle for years, but I had to finally come to a conclusion that I couldn't do this no more. Even though God, I was 260 something pounds. A lot of women wouldn't tell nobody that, but like I said, we're gonna come on here naked. We're gonna be real with y'all today. I was 268 pounds. Um, but that was a body that God, um, that's where I learned to love myself, okay? But at the end of the day, I still had struggles and stuff to get over. And I bless her because during those times, didn't matter how many times I started over, she was there. And I remember when I first started, we was on the phone laughing because I was telling her how I was in Walmart, and I had to be real with myself. Like, I was in Walmart having a whole conversation. I know people thought I was crazy, but I don't care, because you got to be real with yourself, y'all. Like, when you agree, you got to
I
be
agree.
real.
If you're not real, it ain't gonna work. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You can't
yeah.
tell lies to yourself.
You can. And so even though I felt like I was fine, like wine, and looking good and stuff, finally I had me and the Holy Spirit was talking, and I don't know about y'all, but the Holy Spirit don't play with me. Now, God speaks to his children all differently. However, I was in Walmart, and what he said, and we gonna laugh because it was funny, but it was real. He said, "You walk around here acting like you a PHAT, but no, boo, you are fat." Now, don't get me wrong, that sounds harsh to some, but later on, he had showed me why he told me that as I got on the journey. But what he told me was I was carrying weight, like inside weight, and it wouldn't be until I um, release the weight until I can release the weight. Oftentimes we sit around and we carry weight on the inside, spiritually and mentally, and don't realize how it come out on the outside, right? So my next question is, what was your why behind losing weight?
Yeah. Well, it was 2010. Well, I was like 2009 before I graduated college, and I was like, yeah, I was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Way back. I was 200. I think I was 280 something pounds. Like my biggest was like 309. And
Ooh.
you couldn't tell me I wasn't fine. I'm talking about breast out, thighs out, stomach out. I didn't care. I was fine. I was FINE
Yeah.
fine.
Yes.
So I remember when I was graduating, and I had to go back home because I graduated in towards the middle of the year, so of course I couldn't find a job for teaching.
Mm-hmm.
So I went home, and my daddy was like, "You fat."
Oh my.
Listen here, Cephas. I called him Cephas when he started acting up. Listen here, Cephas. I was like, "I'm not fat." He was like, yeah, you're fat." And I was like, "Man, whatever, I ain't fat."
Yeah.
So it had to be like 2 or 3 months later. It's cold in January, so I had these jeans that I went to go put them jeans on, and them jeans started at my kneecaps.
Hey, not at your kneecap.
Sure. I said, I might be fat. I couldn't. Boy, that's when I was my bell bottom. Them was some bad bell bottom pants I had on. They didn't go past me. Then I realized, okay, maybe my daddy. And my daddy is as harsh as he is. Like he come out of love, but he just don't. That's probably where I get it from. He don't know how to say it besides just say it. There ain't no
Mm-hmm.
sugarcoat. There ain't
Yeah.
no baby girl.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Them little mashed potatoes and no. He's like, how you fat?
Yeah. He's direct,
That's
as
it.
they would
Yes.
say. Yeah.
And so when I realized I couldn't put them jeans on, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's time for me to figure out what to do with this weight. So that's when I started my journey. Was in 2010. That's when my heaviest was 309.
309. I can't believe it, y'all. She looks really good. Like, yeah, 309, that is. And a lot of people tell you often that you
They
didn't
ain't
look
see
like,
it.
yeah, you didn't see it, right?
I wore it well.
You did. You look good. But you don't
Everything
know
hanging
until
out.
you look back.
I was like, good Lord. So all my friends listening, y'all already know I done canceled half of y'all. We already had this discussion. Didn't tell me I was fat back then.
Oh,
I
I
want
get
to
it.
tell me.
That is hilarious. So tell us like what was your process? Like what did you do?
Um,
Um.
and that's always the first question I always get asked. So, back then we didn't have all well, social media wasn't as big as it is now.
Mhm.
So, I did a lot of Googling. And so I remember I read one thing that said eat off the salsa plate. So I started eating off of a salsa plate. But I stopped eating out here.
Yeah.
There was no more going out to eat. Everything that I ate had to come from the house, and I ate from that salsa plate. Well, at first now I feel the salsa plate up. I ain't gonna lie. That thing was coming up. But I ate off of it.
Sick of that thing is little.
Yeah, I ate off of it though.
Yeah.
And that's where I started. So I started eating off the salsa plate. I was like, oh, okay, I might can do this. I wasn't a gym goer then. I was Tabo. I
Yeah.
was I thought the other it's like a burn something. I did videos that I
Was it
refused.
a 30-day shred? Did you do that? I know I did
That was
one of
later.
those. Okay.
It was I can't remember her name. It was Party Something Burn.
Oh,
I
okay.
did that one
Mhm.
top. So I stuck with all the videos. So I did with videos.
Mhm.
I never set foot into a gym. So basically everything I did was at home.
Okay.
And so people always think like you gotta go to the gym to start out. Nah, boo, at the home.
Yeah.
Looking at the VHS. I
Yeah.
don't think I remember that
Hey,
VHS.
that's
Stuck
back in
that
the day.
VHS in,
Yeah.
and I did videos. Like that's all I did. And I ate off the sauce, and I dedicated not to eat out anymore. That's how I got my little life started. Or should I say journey?
Yeah. So how long you think you did that? Like how long was that process before you start seeing like the results that you wanted?
It took me a year and a half to lose about over 120 pounds.
Mhm. Mhm.
Everything I did was restricted from home. Yeah, I wasn't gonna go inside nobody's gym. I don't know what I'm doing. First, of all, I don't know what the heck I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I ain't going to no gym.
Yeah.
And plus, everybody look experienced. I wasn't going up in there.
Yeah.
No. But I did have to start going to the gym after that because I was like, okay, I don't reach my peak. So,
Gotcha.
once you reach that peak, then it's time to do something different. And then that's when I started going to, was I here then? Yes, I moved back here like later part of 2010. So then I started going to, now it was One Life.
Yeah.
Then it was Move. Then it
Yeah.
was Gold Gym. So when it
Yeah.
was old Gold Gym, then I started going to Gold
Okay.
once I moved back here.
So did you utilize like the trainers in there, or you kind of still did everything on your own?
I'm cheap. Hence the fact that I started out with videos.
Yeah.
I didn't pay for a training. I just Googled a lot of stuff that I saw. I watch people.
Yeah.
I'm a big watching gym, so I stay on the treadmill a lot.
Yeah.
But I watch people. I'm like, oh, I might can actually do it. I might can do that. I didn't really start lifting until I switched goals to another gold gym, and I met up with some guys, and they were
Yeah.
like they was big buff.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I was like, come on, we'll show you what to do. And that's when I really started getting to the whole weight thing. When they started making me lift
Yeah.
like I want him.
Yeah. And there was something I was gonna ask. Do you feel like you do better with a group of people when it comes to working out, or by yourself?
Now I didn't.
Both. Like, how did you start, and where are you at now? Because I know, like now, you a person like to challenge yourself.
Yeah,
Like you will challenge yourself. Y'all, me, I'd be like, ain't nobody got time to be suffering. And that was my problem. Because, y'all, now back in the day, my friends would say, growing up, they'll say, oh, and I was small then, and that's a whole nother story. Well, we'll hit on it. But back then, I was small. See, our stories are like different. Because I know growing up, you said that you were thicker growing up or whatever. And for me, I wasn't. I tell people when I had Zay, my son, I was 135 pounds when I got pregnant with him. So I was small, but even then I thought I was fat. So that's why you got to stop speaking stuff or believing what people tell you in your life, because you will become that thing. And that's what I did. I became that thing. Yeah, I lose myself, and I did. So I say, like, then, you know, what was it like then and like now? Like, because like I said, I know you like to challenge yourself.
Um, I guess I said I started out on my own at first. I didn't have a lot of work out.
Yeah.
Even though I was at home, my mama did what she did. My dad, he wasn't
Yeah.
around. He
Yeah.
doing, he working with us. So basically, I
Yeah.
said I started out on my own. Like I googled my own, I researched it. I enjoyed working out with other people. Like it was fun. But now today, I don't mind helping you. And if you come ask me, I'll help you. But baby, this is my time because I work a lot. I work a lot with,
Mhm.
with children business and then the girls' school I'm going. That's my peace time.
Yeah.
And the last thing I need to do is help you lift a weight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Baby, what's my time? Now I'm even more stressed out. But
Oh.
I have to work out now. I'm on, I do like I challenge myself. Okay, last time I lifted 225. Let's see if I lift it even more heavier.
Yeah.
Um, Now it's more of a mental thing. It's more of a in my space, in my peace time. And working out is like peace.
Yeah.
It's like my little piece of heaven. So I'll work out in the group. I'll help you. But baby, I'm not gonna call you if you don't come.
That's true.
Just
Yeah.
just just know this. I ain't gonna beg you to come work out with me.
Mm-mm.
So baby, I'm at the gym.
Yeah.
You
And
call, I woke up late. Okay, sorry. I've already worked out today. Like I said, it has to be a personal love and interest.
it
But
does.
no, my AirPods, my ears. Sorry.
Yeah. And let me
But you
tell
know,
y'all, yeah, she do love you, but let me tell you, when I worked out her the first time, it was I had to ask myself, what did I do? What did I sign myself up for? Because it was just like that. But I'm glad you said what you said about being your kind of like your peace time, your personal time for Quisha. So we can go into this next question, which is really good. It says, do you believe there is a healthy and unhealthy way to lose and or gain weight, physically and spiritually?
um,
And,
I
you
can
know,
say so. A lot of my weight came from. Remember, I had graduated from college,
mhm,
so I was going through lots of horrible relationships. All the way through college, and didn't realize that I was picking up on bad habits of gaining weight. I was still fine now.
mhm,
I
mhm,
was, but I was gaining weight, and I didn't realize that how unhealthy it was. So
mhm.
I went to my doctor, and you know, most of the time, white doctors, I'm not gonna tell you, what a black woman should not be. They give you
Yep,
this,
that's true.
they give you this chart and say, well, you're supposed to be 114. And baby, do you see me? In my big old
How
head,
tall are you?
I'm 5'7".
Okay, yeah.
There ain't no way, sir.
Yeah.
So I was blessed to have a white doctor who was like, baby, listen here, you got doctor's weight. And I'm looking at him like, sir, I'm fine. He was like, no. He was like, you have cancer very bad on your dad's side. Got doctor's weight. And I was in college. And I was
Yeah.
like, that's not wrong with me. He was like, no, I don't expect you to be 115. I want you like in the 170s. But you got doctor's weight. So the first part of my weight came from just being in bad relationships. Um, Lost myself.
Mhm. Yep.
Just didn't know who I was because I was going back and forth. I was trying to figure out, I'm trying to finish up college, but then you want love life, and then you trying to figure out what love is, and that's the other I'm 309 pounds,
Mm.
and didn't realize it,
Yeah.
and so I think that's where so many unhealthy weight comes from is like relationships, whether that's with the opposite sex, whether that's with family members, like
Mhm.
relationships can cause you to gain unhealthy weight. It can cause you to gain happy weight too.
Oh yeah, that's
But
what
they
they
say
say.
when
Yeah.
you be happy.
Yeah, you can tell when they happy. That's happy weight because you get to eating. Because let's be real, anytime I remember when I called you about my goal that I met, and we didn't know we was on the same page, but we both decided that it wouldn't be good for me to go celebrate with food. But oftentimes, that's what we do when any type of celebration, and I know people have heard this all the time, but it's so true. It's all about food. But what we said I need to reward myself was to go get me a cute little gym suit because that's how she is. She has to be cute when she go to the gym. So yeah, yeah. So what would you say is your like healthy weight? Like what is healthy weight?
Well, for me, I can put on everybody. So my healthy
Yeah.
weight has been around like the 180s, and that's when I was. And I don't even like, it's so crazy. I don't like how my body looks at 180.
Mm.
Um, Even though I look good, and I think now I'm not even one. I think I'm like 193 now, and I love my body right now. Like
That's good.
I absolutely love who I am because I appreciate. Like people don't believe me. Like, I got loose skin. I got stretch marks. I call them potholes, but that's cellulite.
You call them potholes, but it's saying like, yeah, you to give it a
I
name.
got them potholes. I got them Colombian potholes.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yes,
want to take your whole car.
yes.
And I got all that, and it took me a while to appreciate like that's somebody that you work hard for.
Mhm.
Because everybody always asks like, do you want to go get surgery or get tightened up? No, I'm good.
Mhm.
Because if you don't like this, then you can go.
That's
This
right.
it's a
I
story to
agree. It
tell.
is.
And it's always people asking me like, oh my God, like you look so good. I'm looking at myself like, you see your potholes?
Yeah.
Do you see these stretch marks? But I had to realize like like I said, like you lose the weight without losing yourself.
Mhm. Mhm.
And there were times even in good weight, like I lost myself. I didn't think that
Mm.
it's and so I didn't think I was fine then.
Yeah. I get it.
Um, so I had to get to a point like I am. You couldn't tell me right now I'm not happy. Like I love every inch of my stretch marks, my jiggles, my wiggles, my potholes.
Mhm.
But I'm happy. Like even though I'm in the 190s, like I'm happy because I'm mentally happy
Yeah.
and I'm spiritually happy.
Yeah.
And once you're mentally and you're spiritually happy, then you begin to accept like this is Quisha.
That's right.
This
That's
is
right.
am I made to be big boned? No, everybody love you. I'm big boned.
Uh-huh.
I mean, one time I
Yeah.
saw a still. It was like, ain't no bones, big.
Big. Yeah.
Like, where do we get that from inside a black man? I'm meant to be big boned.
Yeah.
Not saying I'm meant to be skinny. I'm not meant to be skinny.
Yeah.
Slim fit maybe. But I ain't meant to be skinny.
Not slim fit. Hey,
And
that's
I
about
think,
me talking about the PHAT.
look, this is. But I had to figure out what was best for Quisha, and I love Quisha right now. I'm not in the 180s where I would love to be. Um, I'm happy.
Yeah. That's
And
good.
that's all that matters. And I'm at peace. I can climb stairs without breathing hard. And that's why I
Mhm.
climb on stairs and can't breathe now.
That's
Oh my God,
different.
it's different. I got problems.
That's good.
But as long as I can get up every day and work out and not feel like I'm putting extra stress on my body, then that's my happy place.
That's good. I was gonna say, in church today, got confirmation. Bishop talked about what he talked about, but the part that resonated with me was when he started talking about weight. How you got the Holy. If we don't have the Holy Spirit, because that's the weight of us.
Yeah.
If we don't have the Holy Spirit, we ain't nothing. You know what I mean? And so when you think about it on the physical end of it, they always tell us to, a lot of women, I know for me, I've been kind of afraid of lifting weights or whatever, but I know that's necessary for my body, especially, you know, I be 50 in 3 years. So a lot of women, we lose weight. I know, right? We lose a lot of muscle and stuff, but it just resonated really well with me too, and just to know that we was in the vein to come in here and just talk about the weight of things. And I know I was talking about earlier, um, with the question talking about is it a spirit, if it's losing weight, healthy, unhealthy weight, spiritually, or physically. I know for me, a couple of years ago was when, because I always say, why did I always thought I was fat? Because when I look at my pictures as a kid, I'm like, I was tiny. Yeah, nothing was wrong with me. And like, I really understood why the scriptures say bad company corrupts good character. Because people could be in your life. I know for me, I had, even though my outside situations wasn't really good, but in my house, my family affirmed me. Like I was the little princess, okay? I was only child, only grandchild, only great grand, only niece. So I was rotten. But my mama got married, and that's another thing when you get married and you tie your family with people that are very unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what it does. And I remember this early part of this year, because I do a sabbatical. For the last 3 years I've been doing a sabbatical at the beginning of the year. Long story with that, me and my mom was talking. I was kind of sharing what I'm sharing now with y'all, telling her like, yeah, like my stepdad's sister got, rest in peace. However, This is, the truth. Like, I believe she was jealous of me because everybody loved my mama so. And when I came to move with them in Connecticut, them people ain't like me. So when she would get frustrated with me, she would always call me fat. Like, she would always put me down. And I wasn't used to that type of language because nobody in my family ever talked down to me, right? So when I saw it, when when Word of God moved over to Broad River, I think one of the first sermons he preached was about something about the ruins or something like that. And he came out and and Bishop was saying, you know, um, there's people in your life in your past that done spoke stuff into your life, and now you feel like you ain't worthy and all these things. And right then, that's when that came to me, when God showed me that the reason why you felt like you was fat because somebody spoke that thing in your life. Now, all the things that people said good, this one little rotten, bad thing, seed, was what resonated. So all my life, I grew up thinking I was fat, and I really didn't start gaining weight until I was like in my 30s. That's when I started, getting heavier. I couldn't blame my kids. I had two kids and I still was smaller. But just like you, when you were saying earlier, I became an emotional eater because of the men that I was choosing. You know what I mean? Um, Relationships that I was choosing that were not healthy for me. And then, like, as I went on my journey, because like we said earlier, this journey's been long for me. But when I got on that journey, I remember being at a church, Mount Zion, in Greensboro, North Carolina. Um, Lady Deb said something in the conference. She was like, yeah, I had to learn how to lose the weight before I lost the weight. Basically, what I said earlier. So that's something that a seed that resonated. And so, like you was talking about the flowers and stuff early. It is a bud, and it's something spiritually that soaks into our gut and our belly. And you got people that's gonna be seed sowers, right, in our lives. But then you have those ones that will come along and like water it and grow it, and it could be either your pastor, you know what I'm saying, us, because I feel like you water me a lot of times, with seeds that's in my belly. But do you have anybody that you feel like water you, pour into you?
Oh Lord, I be selfish say no.
No, no, no,
You know, like my
no,
mama has been a
no.
big supporter of anything that I do, but
Yeah.
like,
Hey, mom, because her mama the bomb, okay? Hey,
yes,
mom.
don't put me in a prayer box, okay?
Because she will. She right. Don't tell her what she do. She right. Letters.
Yes, not the letter. I'm
Hey,
ready for you to tell me to my face. I'm
mama,
not being a
mama don't
letter.
play, okay?
I'm
She
not
love
being
the
a letter.
Lord. Yes. But go ahead.
Um, and mama always support anything that I do, but I don't think I never had anybody pour into me
Mm.
on my journey. So I think that's why I'm so defensive when it comes to my weight loss and my diet. Nobody
That's
helped
good.
me. Like I literally did this another control issue. I did it on my own. I researched on my own. I did a weight. I had nobody else because nobody in my family was like wanting to be healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
was always the one that got picked on or talked about because we have gatherings, right? I bring
Mm-hmm.
my own food.
Yeah.
So if y'all bring me to a gathering, either I already ate or
Yeah.
I'm making my own meat, my own vegetable, and I don't care what you guys say to me.
Yeah.
Um, but I never had anybody that was like, hey, let me help you. I went out and found the help. Like after my whole divorce, I gained like 50 pounds. Um,
Really?
and so that was big on me. And I'm like, I looked in the mirror again, like, what in the world? That's how I can tell when I'm out of control or my life is out of shambles is when I gain weight.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not focused on my weight, that means everything else in my life is not in order.
Mm-hmm.
That means my eat is not in order. That means my prayer life is not in order. That means everything is not in order if I see myself gaining weight and I have to reset myself. But when I realized like, oh my God, like I literally just gained 50 pounds after divorce, I literally let myself go. So I got to a point where I couldn't think for myself no more.
Mm.
Not that I knew what to do. I lost 100 something pounds on my own.
Yeah.
But the fact of I was so depressed that I couldn't think for myself, so I had to go find a trainer, somebody to tell me what to do. I knew what to do, but I needed somebody to tell me what to do at that time in my life because I just cannot think. I was tired of thinking.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
couldn't think.
Yeah.
So I need someone to tell me, all right, be here today at 5 o'clock. All right, do this workout. All right, do that. Did I need somebody? No, because I knew what to do. But at that time in my life, like, you got to be not so prideful to
That's
be
good.
like, you know
That's
what?
true.
I need somebody to help me because I can't think.
Yeah.
So that's why I went and got a trainer. And I was like, listen here, I'm been through the board. I gained 50 pounds. I know what to do, but I'm in a space right now in my life where I need somebody to tell me what to do.
Yeah.
I don't have the power or the control right now to even lift myself up. So somebody
Yeah.
got to help me.
Yeah.
So I guess in that
Yeah.
aspect, that's the only support that I had to go out and find though. But I never had anybody just randomly come up to me or someone I know to pour into me because I was always my own self, like this little plant right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was always by my little lonesome self.
Yeah.
Not that I felt bad about being alone, but I learned how to
Mhm.
deal with it and see it in my head.
Yeah.
But like that's how I raised you. I raised you to be a survivor. Like,
Yeah.
so I learned how to do stuff on my own, and that's one thing anybody can tell you about me. Like, if anybody can do it, we should do it. And sometimes I don't want to carry it
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
'Cause once I lock into something, that's it for me.
It is.
Once I lock into it, it's no turning back. I'm about to make it happen. It's going
Mhm.
to happen. But it was at one time where I didn't feel like I couldn't be strong for my own self.
Mhm.
So I had to go find the help. Not that help gonna come to me, because help wasn't gonna come to me. I was gonna still probably gain 6 to 7, 8 pounds. I was like, nah, I gotta go find help because I just can't help myself.
Yeah. That's
So
good.
after that, you know, dang, I was skinny then. That brother had me down to 160
Yes,
something.
you
With
was.
a big old head.
You so funny. And that's what they used to call me back in the day because I was so tiny.
Lord.
My head was huge. I had a
Look up.
friend, he would be like, hey, big head. I'd be like, look here, brother.
Lost
Look.
everything. Butt, curve, they ain't got nothing. Just big
Yeah.
old head. She back now. She back.
Back now, hey, she, what's the word? What they call it? Uniformed.
Yeah,
Like,
she back in her
proportion.
portion.
That's it. Proportion.
I
That's
had
the
to,
word.
had to, had to force her back into
Yeah.
life. I had to flourish her back. She had nothing.
Girl, you is funny. So my next question for you is, with knowing what you know now about yourself and being self-confident, looking back, what would you tell your younger self?
Um, that it's okay. Um, I think each part of my journey, I had to prove myself that it's okay. Like, okay, it's okay that I gained 309 pounds, but now what am I going to do about it?
Mhm.
It's okay that I hit the wall, but what am I going to do about it? Um, Sometimes we find it hard to say that it's okay
Mhm.
to forgive yourself.
Mhm.
I forgive you, Quisha. I mean, I said it one day in the mirror, like, I forgive you.
Mhm.
You didn't know no better. Forgive yourself and give yourself grace. And when I said I give yourself grace, I don't mean to eat you some pies and some cakes. That's
Yeah.
not giving yourself grace.
Yeah.
Giving yourself grace to me means saying it's okay.
Mhm.
We got to this point. It's okay, but what are you going to do about it? But you got to accept the fact of it's okay, and then accept the fact that it was okay. Now, what I'm going to do about it, because I don't like it.
Yeah.
That's what I would tell myself. It is okay. And sometimes as a little girl or even growing up, you want somebody to say like, it's okay. It's like you can't even be okay. It's like I got to be strong.
Mhm.
But to tell yourself it's okay. You made mistakes, you got here, but now
It's
how we gonna finish out this whole
Mhm.
race?
Yeah.
Ain't no shirt that say that.
Yeah. Cause she's a t-shirt baby too. She will make a t-shirt out of something. That's me too. So I can't, I can't talk no
It's
junk.
okay, boo.
Exactly. So what I want to know is, well, not what I want to know. What would you tell women that's looking when they start on a journey? What advice would you give them about, starting on a journey? Um, like, just what would you tell somebody? Like, that's starting out, you
Because
know?
it is a journey. It is a
Yeah.
a life changing journey. It's not a fad diet.
Mhm.
It's not a fad thing. One thing I always tell people is who are you doing it for?
Mm. That's good.
Because if you're doing it for your husband, you're doing it for your boyfriend, you're doing it for your mama, you're doing it because everybody's in your ear, you're not gonna last.
That's real.
Um, it's not gonna last. Like you have to want it for your own self. And
Mhm.
so Quisha wanted it for Quisha. So one nothing gonna stop me. I don't care if I came to your party bring my own food. Just put here, baby. Here, can you put it on the grill?
Yeah.
I don't care about something else. Is she come with her little food? Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Is she come with her little rare food? Yes, I am.
Yeah.
All right, food made me look good, didn't it?
Yeah.
But you have to want it for your own self. Because when you start wanting it for other people, then you start listening to other people. Well, you should tone it up some more. Well, you should. Nah, I'm not doing this for you.
Mhm.
I'm doing it for me.
That's right.
So that's number one. So people also like they'll like start out with me and then they'll fall off. And then people feel like, why you don't get mad at them? Or I said because they're not ready.
Mm. That's good.
So I'm not gonna fuss with you because you're not ready yet. When you're ready,
Mhm.
when your mindset changes and you're ready, then you'll always come. I don't have to call you. You can beat me there
Mhm.
because now you're
That's
doing
true.
it for you. You're not doing it for somebody else or for a purpose or for your wedding or for a big vacation. You're doing it because you want to be up. You're doing it
Yeah.
because you like it.
Yeah.
So I don't yell people that don't come. They're like, well, Queesh, I know that you're gonna be mad at me. You're just not ready.
Mhm.
So until you're ready, I'm here.
Yeah. That's good.
So just don't do it for nobody else. That's my big one. Do not do it for no. I promise you, it won't last.
It don't. And I'm a witness to that because and I think I told you this too that when I didn't even say first, but when I decided that I wanted to lose weight, it was all for the wrong reasons. It was because first of all, I asked God to hide me. And then when he hide me, in the single process, then I'm feeling some type of way because I'm thinking I'm not attractive and just all these things, the enemy, yourself get in your head and then the enemy play on what's already in you, right? So when I first was wanting to lose weight, it was really because, I was trying to get that feeling from back in the day because back in the day, I had a nice shape. Guys used to, and it's so crazy because back then I used to pay guys no attention like that. It wasn't until I got older that I realized that I was bad, as they said. That was the word. Oh, she bad,
You
Yeah,
fine,
you
girl.
fine, girl, right? So I wanted to go back to that thing, right? But I wasn't prepared for that. Mentally, physically, spiritually, I wasn't prepared for that. So I really believe that's why I wasn't allowed to really, go into it fully to lose weight because my intentions and my motives wasn't in the right space, in the right place, right? But this go round, I believe that's why the Lord allowed me to, be on this journey and be because I'm more humble. Because I know if I would have lost it then, I wouldn't have been as humble as I am now, right?
She been like that.
Yes, yes, yes.
Been
I would
fast.
have. Yes, I would have. But that's just real.
Yeah.
So that's good. So how can the people keep up with you? Like, do you want to leave them your Instagram or your, what she
I'm
cut
in
it out?
now.
But listen, y'all, she support. I help her. I serve under her. I'm behind the scenes. But she has an I Am Enough girls group that is awesome. She loves those girls. She pours into them girls. She speaks into them girls. Um, I don't know if you want to tell them a little bit more about that. And then, like she said, she's an entrepreneur. She has her own business. So if you have any children that are struggling, yeah, and school and things, she's your go-to person. I always tell her she's an awesome teacher. Like she don't play with them kids, but them kids love her. Okay, they like Miss LaQuisha, Miss Chester. Okay, so how can they keep up with you? Tell them about your
I
business
am
and
so my tutoring business is inspired learning and above. So I started at 2017 when it became official, but I've been tutoring forever and a day
yeah.
until the Lord told me to leave my job.
That's another story, y'all.
Right?
We probably gonna have to bring her back on that because that was a straight up
That's
faith
who you
move.
telling with nothing for a
Hmm.
backup plan.
Yeah.
Those are my babies. So we do pre-K to high school. Reading, writing, and math, I do anything for my babies.
Yeah.
That's when it comes to education. I don't play with that. That's the only
Yeah.
thing we got.
Yeah.
As black culture people, that's all we have is that. And then also my I Am Another Girls mentoring group of my babies.
Yep.
God help me. They be planning sleepovers and stuff in my house without me knowing. I gotta look at my own messages and be like, oh, the girls coming to your house Friday? Ain't nobody told me nothing. Like, oh, Lord. But I love the fact that they love to be around me. So, hey, I'd rather them be around me than to be in the streets
That's
and
right.
doing something that they shouldn't be doing. But I don't even know how y'all can find me on my fitness journal. I'm on Facebook, LaQuisha Chester. Sometimes I post about my fitness journey, and sometimes I don't. I need to do better at it.
Yeah.
Everybody always asking, why you don't have videos? And remember, I said I ain't got time. I'm in the gym for me. My personal self. I tried it one time. I tried to post up the camera. Anybody got time for that? I forgot to press record. Or I recorded. Forgot it was in recording. I don't got
Yeah.
time for it. I
Yeah.
just meet in the gym.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't, but I think I like it when people come and say that I inspired them because I don't look to do this for no praise. I
Yeah.
literally do it for me.
Mhm.
'Cause I look good in my dresses and my little tucked in jeans.
Yeah.
But I don't do it for people. And then it's crazy how people be like, I've watched you for 3, 4, 5 years. And I'm looking like, oh really?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Oh Lord. Like,
Yeah.
I had one man come up to me about 2 weeks ago, and he was like, I've been following you for a long time. He's like, and I want you to help my wife. Like she comes in the gym, and I tell her she can do it naturally, but she don't believe me.
Yeah.
I don't like anybody to get surgery, baby. Power to you. Don't do it. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't do well with knives.
Yeah.
Um, but he was like, do you mind talking to her or telling her how you got started and how you got to where you get to, not knowing that I have some people who watch me for
Mhm.
years, and
Never know.
I literally be in my own little zone. You can ask anybody. I'm called mean in the gym. They call me mean. And I was like, why y'all give me that name for? You don't come in here smiling. For what? Who want to be lifting 200 something pounds smiling? I got all this weight on my shoulders.
Girl, they probably be looking at you like, why is that girl doing them squats and
Look,
cheesing?
I'm
They
not
probably
even
gonna think you a
understand.
psychopath
So they
doing
be
that.
like, she's so mean. But then once they start talking, and then they're like, oh man, you cool. I'm like, yes, but I don't come in here to smile, y'all. I come in here to work out because that's my mental place. But like, I really enjoy talking about, health and fitness because it's something
Mhm.
that it's a life journey. Like I tell you, like I got food poisoning Friday, so
Mhm.
I haven't eaten in 2 days, and it was so funny because my mom and them sent a YouTube video to me yesterday. It was CC Winans doing a interview with I don't
Oh.
know the person name. It's a new interview that she just did with this health guru, and she was
Mhm.
talking about the diet, and it was so funny. She said, "Quisha, I'm so sorry." They all apologized, and they was like, "We are so sorry that we talked about you about eating like a rabbit," and because she's talking about how we
Mm.
gotta take care of
We
our body
do.
as a temple,
We do.
and things that we think are healthy are not healthy for us. So
That's true.
we can't do the things that God wants us to do if we're eating sugar and we're eating sweets and we're always
Mhm.
tired and we can't
Mhm.
climb up some daggone stairs. Like how supposed to do God's work if we
Yeah, that's
baby, you
true.
can't breathe. We're
Mhm.
not being mindful of the things that we put in our body, especially as black people, like the high blood pressure,
Mhm.
diabetes. We don't think about that. We think, well, my mama had it, my dad, baby, we gotta break that curse.
That's right. That's right.
We can't go
We
back in that.
chain breakers.
So it was so funny that they sit in that video, they all apologize, like, we sorry for like picking at you for eating like a
Yeah.
rabbit.
Yeah.
Because I don't like eating like a rabbit.
That's right.
Baby, because then when I do want to eat, I can eat. But I made them laugh because I was like, that's why I don't eat out. And I got food poisoning for eating out the
Mhm.
other day. I cook everything.
Yeah.
Like everything I normally eat, I cook. I don't eat out. So like,
Yeah.
everybody asks me, what? I go pick you up something. And I'm like, uh, I don't eat out, so I don't know where I'm supposed to eat from.
Yeah.
Um, because it's just a life. It's just a lifestyle,
It is.
and you got to be okay
Mhm.
with being alone too.
You do.
Cause
You do.
sometimes it ain't always cool. You bring your own food to a gathering, and
Yeah.
everybody looking at you. I
Mhm.
remember cause I didn't say that I was gluten, then I'm allergic to gluten.
Yeah.
I didn't get that down up until I was 29. I've been eating gluten my whole life. Grandma done made biscuits, homemade from scratch. I've been eating flour my whole life.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden my body can't digest it. And it was so funny 'cause I remember the first time I was gluten, and I went to a cookout, and I had to be bougie. I thought I was bougie. I said, how did you make your chili? Did you use the real ketchup or the fake ketchup? Because fake
Mhm.
ketchup has wheat in it. And everybody looked at me like, why this chick come here asking about? But they didn't realize that I have a gluten allergy, so I had to
Yeah.
ask, like, how did you
Yeah.
cook that? What kind of seasoning did you use? Did you use flour for that? Does it have breadcrumbs on it? It just becomes a lifestyle.
It
And I
is.
think like once you realize that it's not just a fad, it's a part of my life. So I don't care about making my own
Yeah.
food
Yeah.
or telling someone that, oh, I already ate, so I'm fine. You don't have to worry about it. Not to make them feel bad, but I got to carry this body.
Mhm. Mhm.
You don't have to carry the body.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? This gonna sound bad. Oh Lord, I'm sorry. Like I don't even go to the doctor. I go to the doctor once a year to get my regular checkup.
Mhm.
I cannot tell you last time I went to the doctor because I thought something was wrong with me. Because why? I stay in the gym. I stay eating right.
Yeah.
I ain't gotta waste my money on all the insurance going to the doctor because
Yep.
I do what I'm
Supposed to
supposed
do.
to do.
Mhm.
So I remember I hearing one time it was like, do you want to spend the money with the healthy foods in the gym membership, or do you want to spend it going to the doctors?
Hmm. That's real.
I don't want to spend my money going to the doctor. I think it's gonna be more.
Yeah.
So I always been spend my money on, the salmon and the lettuce and all the water. I don't want to spend it on my doctor bill. One visit is $300.
Yeah.
The medicine is $200.
Mhm.
No, I'm fine. I do not go to the doctor. I know it sounds bad. So I feel like me. But if I feel like something's wrong with my body,
Yeah.
I will go. But
Mhm.
by the grace of God, I only been to the doctor. I only go once a year to get my
And that's
checkup.
good. A lot of
I
people,
don't.
that's not their story, so that's good.
So yeah, don't love on yourself.
Mhm.
Okay, you only got one body,
That's right. Love on
one
yourself.
fine body.
That's right.
Don't you love it?
So y'all listen, listen, listen. This been a great interview, honey.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for coming. But
Thank you for having
we
me.
cannot leave without talking about cause y'all know my last video I ain't really had much. I had books. But as you can see, here go. See. Y'all, I got a mug that say
Look at it.
Flourish, y'all. And then I got me some interview
Look
cards.
at it.
I mean, y'all. And it's a
Beautiful.
blessing because let me tell y'all something. That's why you got to always do people good. I'm talking about when you're young, on your path, because you
Straight.
never know who you gonna need. All right. So my best friend from middle school, y'all, um, she has a business, and the Lord put her on my spirit because I'm a person that if I ask you to do something for me, I don't need no hesitation. If I feel any type of hesitation,
Thank you,
I'm going
God.
on to the next person, okay? Because I don't do that for anybody. I try to now. Let me say this. I might pause because I'm thinking about something, but I'm gonna jump right on it. I try to be there for the people that I love. I even try to be there for people that don't probably even care too much for me, because that's what the Lord tell us to do, right? Um, but I called her up, and it was no hesitation. Her name is Nadia, and I wanted to, just give her a shout out on here and just tell you to go to support her business. It's called Simple But Fancy. She is on all social media platforms. Um, she sells custom made items such as tumblers, shirts, TV trays, etc. Them TV trays be hot. She make them like people that are sports fans and stuff. So they are nice. She make a lot of like personalized nice gifts and things of that nature. Um, so yeah. So we just gonna end this interview. But before we end, I cannot leave. The Lord gave me something that I wrote a couple of years ago too that I feel like is befitting for um, this interview today. So hold on, let me get it.
Not the pink book.
Yeah, it got to go in the pink book. So, yeah, I did. I wrote this in February. That's crazy. February 2023. This is when I wrote this. This was the space that I was in, but God. And it's called Painted Face. It says, "Who am I? Am I a smile or a frown? Smile on my face, but my heart aches. I am told I am overweight. I still take it with a smile. When he abandoned me, aborted me in the process, I still smile, though my heart is frowning. As I raise the kids as a single parent, I smile though I cry on the inside. Alone is taking more power than the maker. I smile. Rejection after rejection from men, though I start over and over with hurt and hope in my heart, I still smile. But I am broken. Married, then divorced, showed himself not feeling enough for the man I married. I still smile, yet in my heart I am crushed, embarrassed, and abandoned. Homelessness said hello for a while, yet I still smile with a frown on my heart. As I write this, I am listening to Travis Never Let Me Go. Through it all, Papa never let me go. He allowed strength, healing, true love, and humility to come through the journey. I am not the smile or the frown. I am his masterpiece, made from him, and the kingdom, painted face and all, I smile.